Hi, this is Dr. Rachel Langley, and today I've been thinking about why when it comes to behavior change, changing habits, it's so hard. What is it that gets in the way of changing our behaviors, whether it's changing due to addiction to sugar or carbs or drugs or alcohol or trying to exercise more? What gets in the way? I mean, we're strong people. We have good willpower. We know how to do things. We know how to do them right, but we still end up happily going right back to our old bad habits. And I was really inspired by this post that I read. I'll either post it down in the comments or up above right there if I can. I'm still getting used to YouTube and what I can post where. But thinking about what gets in the way, I mean, years and years and years of trying and really being positive that this is the time that things are going to change. And then we go right back into our old habits. Why does that happen? What is wrong with me that keeps happening over and over again? So this post was talking about the difference between our conscious versus our unconscious mind and how our unconscious mind is learning just as much as our conscious mind is. It's the one that it's picking up these childhood messages about you use food for comfort or you use food as a reward or you see the commercials on TV that are just saturating into your unconscious mind that looks delicious, that would make me feel good. And that has a bigger role than I think we give it credit for. That one of the first things that you have to do is change your identity. I mean, that's part of who you are, and this is how you grew up and what messages you see in your daily commute and your daily cruising of Facebook. You see these messages over and over again about how much fun you have when you drink alcohol and how you need to have alcohol to have fun. Things like that don't actually make any sense, but they still seep into our unconscious mind. We know they're not real, but we have to really internalize that. We have to change our identity in that we're the kind of person that does go out for a walk and that's fun instead of watching TV. That's a big change in identity. If you're used to relaxing in front of the TV or sharing some video games with your kids, and that's how you recover from your day and get back to yourself, that might need to change how the basics of where you get energy from. And that's a hard thing to do. And another thing is that you have to consider yourself worth changing for, that not only are you going to change who you are, but that you're worth doing that for. You're worth the effort. If you don't view yourself as having much value, it's hard to make those changes. You're not worth that extra effort. You're not worth that. So finding where you get your value from. For me, it has a lot to do with spirituality, with God, but for you, it might be different. But thinking that over about you are valuable. I'm really glad that you exist. I haven't met you before, but I'm really glad that you're here. And you are worth changing for. You are worth leading a healthier lifestyle and making those difficult choices. But you've got to really internalize that to yourself. You've got to find that where that comes from and where you believe you get that value from, and make sure that you're thinking about that every day because it is the truth. Because we don't want just freedom from our addictions, our diet, our alcohol or drug use that we're struggling with every day. How is that really freeing me? I mean, that's a lot of where you have to start with, is that it's a battle every single day. And that might be where you're stuck for the rest of your life, but we're hoping that you can get to the place where it's just not a part of your life anymore. It's not a struggle. It's small fries. It's not a big deal. It's not something you have to think about every day. That's true freedom. I think I'm going to have to read this book that this article was mentioning. I'll post the book here as well because it's supposed to delve into alcoholism and how to just free yourself where it's not a fight every day. You just don't want it. It's not a big deal to you anymore. And that, if I could apply that to other areas of my life too, that sounds awesome to me. So I'm going to have to look into that. If it's awesome, I'll try to remember to talk about it on one of these videos again. But just trying to give you some inspiration, some thoughts on your own struggles, and I hope this is useful for you. Please watch some of the other videos that I've done, especially on diet and eating and weight loss. It's a big struggle for lots of people, myself included. Maybe you'll find it helpful. There's some more videos, and be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to keep hearing my thoughts on health and wellness topics. Thanks for watching.